Praise 100.9, Charlotte's Inspiration Station. Jessica Reedy put it on the altar live in studio right now. We're going to listen to some of this music.
Oh,
That's
God,
what,
no, Melanie, no.
This is so funny. Jess and I have been in this. What year did you try out? How many years is it?
2009.
2009. So we've been in this 2 years now.
Oh, God.
And Jessica still acts like she just got here. It's like, what in the world?
Melanie, no.
She just told me she just got in from Chicago. She's been flying all over the country. She just did something for BET, and she's sitting here blushing like a schoolgirl because I'm about to play a song off of her record that she's been working on for like a year. Like, look, we're gonna listen to this song. We're gonna give yourself a moment to get yourself. We're gonna listen to "I'm Still Here," which is the Williams Brothers classic, right? But it's with the Soul Seekers.
Yeah.
Tell us about how this come about.
Okay, well, first thing, I seen the Williams brothers at the Stellars, and they said, "Hey, you really need to do that Still Here." Mind you, I thought they was mad at me for doing it. I didn't understand you got to get clearance first to even do the song.
Right.
But I just thought, oh, God, they going to get me. I done screwed up their song, and they said, no, you really need to do that song. Well, my manager, Phil Thornton, said, Jess, I think we got the collaboration. I'm like, oh, God, Phil, who you got?
The Seekers, man.
He said the Soul Seekers. I said, they ain't going to want to do no song with me. He said, Jess, they excited. I'm like, dude, you're right. It's the Soul Seekers.
Well, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Let's let the people take a listen. It's Jessica Reedy and the Soul Seekers. Still here on Praise 100.9.
God has smiled on me. He has set me free. Oh, God has smiled on me. He's been good to me. God has smiled on me. Been smiling on me. He has set me free. Oh, God has smiled on me. He's been good to me. He's been good, yeah.
Jessica Reedy and the Soul Seekers on Praise 100.9. I wish y'all could see Jess right now. She really is like, you're really overwhelmed still.
I don't, what am I saying? Like, I don't know what to, you know, I'm never lost for words, but what's about to happen in 4 days? I don't understand.
You're
So
about to release you worked very, very hard on it, though.
I did.
You wrote a lot on it.
I did.
Were you a writer before this? Or did it just kind of evolve?
Nobody ever heard it.
You wrote,
It was just, yeah.
wow.
I never thought my stuff was good enough. I just kept it to myself.
So Mr. Robinson gave you a shout out on your first record.
Yeah, he had no choice. I gave him Google eyes.
You gave him Google eyes.
Please, James. He was like, all right, Reedy.
We're so excited for you. Jessica, we're watching, we're in now, season 4 of Sunday Best.
Yes.
And we look back, and you didn't win your season.
I did not.
But you won.
For some reason, they keep on inviting me back.
It's kind of God's way, isn't it?
It's kind of God's
Looks like you didn't win, but you won.
Yeah, I'm winning.
Ain't that something?
Winning. Winning.
Winning. Hey, you know something I noticed you do on Twitter? You do these Bible studies on Twitter.
I do.
How'd that start?
It started because my brother came home from Grand Rapids, and he was like, sis, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. Look, I was reading 1 Samuel. This how he talk. I said, yeah, Mike. Yeah, man, that's crazy. And went through the whole, and I'm like, Mike, I'm going to sleep, man. He was like, you about to go to sleep on God? So what, you ain't got time for Bible study? When last time you been? I said, Mike, I do church for a living. He was like, oh, so now that's just what you do, huh? And when he said that, I got so angry, and when I get angry, that's how I know it's the truth.
Right.
I got so angry. I said, is that me? I said, that ain't me. I said, I talk to God. Like, we have a relationship.
Right.
He was like, you ain't Bible studying, though. So I'm over it. All right, good night. And that morning, he left, and I woke up, and I said, you know what? We all doing Bible study.
Right.
Who's
now,
in?
everybody with me.
Who's in? We doing Bible study. And so that's just
So you started doing Bible study on Twitter. We're going to take a listen to Put It on the Altar. I want to talk to you about that, how to balance. Sometimes it gets difficult when your life seems like it turns into ministry and trying to balance those things. We're going to talk about that in a little while. More with Jessica Reedy.
Hey, let me hear you say, oh, oh, oh. Let me hear you say, oh, oh. It's been a real hard couple of months, you had enough. But it's been hard for everyone, you're not alone. You've been hurting way too long. Let it go and just move on. Make your way down to the altar, hand it over and leave it there. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. So everything.
Jess, you have such a fresh sound. It's like it's something that's not out there, which is, it's funny, we were just saying the same thing about Leandria, and Eric and I were saying that. And that's hard to come by when, you know, you're listening to the music all the time, but you really do have a fresh thing. Who are your musical influences? Who do you look up to musically?
My mother.
Wow.
You know how, like,
I saw in the notes you thanked your mom for teaching you how to sing.
she's amazing.
Really?
My mother taught me how to have stage presence. She taught me how to sing with my heart. She used to tell me, yeah, you can sing, but you ain't moving me.
Ooh.
And that, to me, that's the best teachers because they're used to your voice, so it doesn't impress them anymore.
Right.
Now show me something, do something different. My mother, she is just phenomenal. She's the best undiscovered singer I've ever heard.
Wow.
She's amazing.
And she must be proud.
She is. I really do.
And then she goes blushing again. Jessica, you told me the story before about when you came to audition for Sunday Best, that you were coming off of kind of a dark period in her life. We're talking about brighter day, but it was a darker day for you.
Yeah.
What has been the most challenging time in your life? And looking back now, what would you tell yourself then?
The worst time in my life was when I was pregnant.
Okay. Why?
I was left alone. I was 18. I was ambitious and super smart. Wanted to be a singer. Dropped out of everything. It was a bum to me. I had too much pride to go home to my mom, so I went and got on welfare. I had to stand in a line. I seen the girls who voted me most likely to succeed. Like, oh, there go Jessica Reedy. I knew she wasn't gonna be nothing big and pregnant.
You failed a lot of people.
Oh my God! The lady, I went to the wig place, and a parent said, "Jessica Reedy." I said, "Yes, ma'am." See, I cried every single day. I was miserable. I know it was a dark cloud over my head, and the way I got saved. This is how I got saved. I said, after I had Justin, he was about a little over a month or two. I said, God, if you give me one night of sleep, I promise from now on I'll worship you and I'll
night of
give
sleep.
praises. Yeah, I went to sleep and I've kept my covenant, kept my word.
Wow.
So that's why I'm saved.
What would you tell today? What would you tell the Jessica of that day?
What you crying about? Trust God. Why you crying like this? You're gonna make yourself sick, and this should be an amazing point in your life. Look around. Everybody got kids. Everyone you went to school with, their parents had them at 16. It's not the first time it happened. Won't be the last. God is the author of life. So take the gift with a smile. I would have, if I could have told myself that, because I was so miserable, I had Justin 2 months early.
Wow.
They had to induce my labor. You know, it was just, anything could have happened.
Right.
I would have told, what are you doing? You know God. Like, what are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
Relax, go to sleep.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Miss Jessica Reedy, if you want to witness more of the heart of Jessica Reedy, because that's what I get every time I'm in her presence. I get the heart of Jessica Reedy, even if we laughing or sometimes we be crying and carrying on. Come on out to Praise in the Park tomorrow. We're going to have an amazing, Jessica's going to be an amazing day.
I know.
It's going to be, you've never been to Praise in the Park. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. And last year we had about 6,000 people. We expanded to accommodate 10,000 people this year.
Wow.
And we want you and you out there to be one of them. We're going to be at the McCrory YMCA from 12 until 5 o'clock. It's completely free. Come bring your kids. Come bring your chairs, your blankets. We got food for you. We've got Praise in the Park t-shirts for you. And we got Jessica Reedy for you tomorrow. It's all tomorrow at Praise in the Park. And, hey, Jess.
Oh, God, Melanie. Oh, what a good one. Hey, Melanie.
You're so silly. Oh, my goodness.